Welcome back to the channel. And for those of you who are new to the channel, the whole goal of this channel is to stop our kids from going to prison or either entering the graveyard. Today's video is going to be about snitching. I'm going to talk about snitching in two parts. I'm going to talk about it from the criminal aspect, then I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk about it from the community aspect. First is the criminal. I can remember back when, before we did anything, we would all get together. If we was finna rob that night, we would talk about how we gonna do it. We'd talk about who gonna do what. And in the middle of that conversation, somebody would always say, "Hey man, everybody remember, if you get caught, don't snitch on nobody. We all know what we doing is wrong. We know the consequences of our wrong, which is jail. So if you end up in jail, don't be no sucker, don't be no chump, and tell on everybody. If you got caught, then you be a man and you take that ride by yourself." Well, I'm gonna use my case as an example. On my record, I got 15 armed robberies, 1 attempted armed robbery, and 1 murder. And I have never been caught by the police doing anything. On all my cases, somebody told me. So what that tell you? That most of these criminals are snitching. And that's the truth of the matter. When they get you down there in that interrogation room, when they start talking about time and they start talking about punishment, your co-defendant is going to tell on you. Your co-defendant is going to sing way better than Beyonce have ever sung. Your co-defendant is going to tell things that the police are not even asking them about. I promise you that. The only way not to get in trouble for doing the crime is not to do the crime. I promise you. It ain't many soldiers in your clique as you think it is. Now, I'm going to speak a little bit about the community side. For some reason, people in the community who's not involved in any crime, who not doing anything wrong, feel like they obligated to the snitch rule. Well, I'm gonna tell you about this. If you feeling like that, then you are part of the problem. The reason why gangbangers, street thugs, or whatever you want to call them, is able to move around in your neighborhood openly is because nobody's telling them. Just think for a minute. Think about the suburbs of the upper class. The suburbs of the upper class, they on drugs too. Don't think that the people in the suburbs and the upper class ain't doing drugs. They are. Why ain't the gangbangers out there? I mean, they got more money. Why ain't they out there where the money at? I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Because as soon as you go out there and post up on the corner, somebody gonna call the police on you, and the police gonna be there in 5 minutes running you off that corner. The only reason why they stand on the corner in your neighborhood is because nobody ain't telling them, and we can move freely. That's how that works. So if you really look at it, if you're allowing this to happen in your neighborhood, you're part of the problem. You have to look at yourself. Before we can point the finger at anybody else, we have to look at ourselves. I know they're saying, "Well, oh man, if I snitch, oh man, they're gonna come back and do this to me. They're gonna come back and do that to me." Man, they got all kind of hotlines where you can remain anonymous, where you can go ahead and speak your mind and won't nobody know who you is. So if you call that hotline, speak your mind, keep your mouth closed afterwards. Don't tell nobody. Go on about your business. How the joke on the corner gonna even know that you told in the first place? Think about that. Just something to think about. So now I'm not gonna make this video too long. Hope I touched somebody. And if I did, comment below. And for those of you who haven't subscribed to my page, if you like the video, please subscribe to my page. Because once I get to 300 subscribers, I'm gonna start going live. So again, this is Ellis with Cuts, and I'm out. Peace.